At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, if I have to go to work as a human being, what do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into this world to do? Or is this what I was created for, to huddle under the blankets and stay warm? So you were born to feel nice instead of doing things and experiencing them? Don't you see the plants, the birds, the ants and spiders and bees going about their individual tasks, putting the world in order as best they can? And you're not willing to do your job as a human being? Why aren't you running to do what your nature demands? You don't love yourself enough, or you'd love your nature too, and what it demands of you. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote this in a book of his personal notes to himself, which was never to be published. These are notes to himself that he took while he was observing that he was avoiding his responsibilities as an emperor. His notes resulted in one of the most amazing books ever written, Meditations, almost 2,000 years ago. Through this book, we get a unique insight into the human condition and questions that even the most powerful person at the time was pondering on how to get the best out of himself. This quote beautifully describes the topic we're dealing with today. What are you brought into this world for? What would be the fulfillment of your life? Let's delve into this episode and start with the question, what is fulfillment? I created 3 definitions that speak to this topic. 1, the act of doing something that you promised or intended to do in a manner that is satisfying to you. 2, doing things that provide you joy and pleasure. And 3, an experience of contentment because you're doing what you intended to do in life. It is so easy to collapse these, something that I've done myself until very recently. I personally said to others many times that I can be fulfilled cleaning toilets. It will just be one hell of a clean toilet. What I was referring to is that when I bring excellence to what I do, it is fulfilling to me. I was claiming that what I do is less important than how I do it. I now see how short-sighted that was of me. Doing things in a fulfilling way gives me the capacity to be proud of myself while even performing the most mundane tasks in life. But it doesn't mean that I'm in touch with or doing what really calls me. What about things that gives us pleasure? It's fulfilling to see a beautiful sunset, take an amazing photo of a breathtaking landscape, get a massage, have a carefully prepared meal with dear friends. Yes, these things are fulfilling. However, they do not necessarily spell out the fulfillment of our lives. I'm convinced there's a calling inside each of us, a unique vision we have, a unique perspective to be brought forth, a book we want to write, a machine we want to invent, a computer program that we want to create, a cause that we want to be part of. Do I suggest that we should pursue that calling and wipe out everything else off our tables? I don't recommend that. For most of us, the rest of our lives will suffer. Our homes will be a mess, bills will be left unpaid, our friends will be leaving, and now pursuing our fulfillment will look like a bad idea that only gets us way off track. Many of us have pursued things that are fulfilling to us without being able to sustain them in the long run. We then have become resigned that pursuing what fulfills us is just not attainable. The book we want to write, the movie we want to make, the voice we want to be for the vulnerable, the protector of animals, the inventor of technologies and medicines, it seems like pursuing that just throws off our life too much everywhere else. Do you need to have your whole life perfected to pursue fulfillment? No, but you need to have a reasonable foundation. It was when I asked myself the question, how little do I need to be fulfilled in life, that I saw that I spent much of my time surviving life rather than living it. I made a video about that here. I had accomplished a handsomely rewarding formula that brought along a good and enjoyable life. I had much to be proud of, and happy customers and an awesome team, but what once fulfilled me no longer fulfilled me in the same way. I needed to reconnect with that little voice inside. I saw that if I pared down, simplified my life, I actually saved up enough money to where I can give what I'm dreaming of now a go. So this is how I got here where I am today. I retired from a rewarding career to give it my all to fulfill a new dream. And the dream is to share and develop powerful tools such as, hopefully, this video for friends and strangers to benefit from. Perhaps even my son one day. How utterly awesome would that be? How do you find out what would be or add to the fulfillment of your life? It may be actually very simple. Write down the following question and then your answer. Ask yourself, if I had all the money I needed, if I had all my affairs handled in life, and I had the confidence to take on anything I wanted, what would I long to do with my life? Continue to ponder this question and adjust it as you find more accurate ways to describe what fulfills you. Perhaps asking yourself this question didn't provide you a clear answer yet. Don't worry about that. Make sure that you do things in a fulfilling way. Be kind to people. Be patient with yourself and others. Bring excellence to everything that you do and touch. Be an awesome friend. Be a person of integrity. You'll be proud of who you see in your mirror. And I bet soon that little voice inside you will say, "What if I?" And you'll hear it. If you struggle with it, feel free to reach out. And now that you have an answer, can you begin to carve out some time for that? What if over time you learn to give it more and more importance? What would it look like if that what we dream of actually gets fulfilled? Can you take the first steps to make that your destiny and your legacy? See, if all you need is water, a healthy meal a day, some form of a roof over your head, can you perhaps rearrange your life to where the pursuit of this becomes your life? Can it even become your main source of income in some way? What if you can make it all come together? How awesome would that be? Just start. Soon you will discover you have a hard time putting it down. One thought will lead to another, and soon you're fully immersed in what lights you up, and you will light up other people around you. If this video inspires you to act, I so want to hear from you. What do you see for yourself? What are you going to take on? What are you dreaming about? If you know someone that could benefit from this video, I would so appreciate it if you would share this video with them. I know there are people laying on a couch right now longing to hear this. I know, because at one time I was one of them, waiting for a good idea to come to me that would have me fully engaged with life. If you believe in this message and like this video, I would so appreciate it if you like and subscribe and ring the bell. And I look forward to see you in the next video.